just actually coming in to report, I guess, sexual harassment, solicitation, and reprisal by, I guess, a judge. I guess I had previously reported this to another division, and they did absolutely nothing. And in fact, they actually tried to intimidate me and tried to twist my words and all this sort of stuff. So I've been directed by the Chief Justice of Canada to bring it back to Peel Police to have it properly investigated. So I refuse to deal with that division at this point. That was 22 division. What division is this one?
21.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so sorry, I just missed a little bit
of
that.
Okay.
So you've been told to come here and make a report of something that you already reported?
Yeah, well, basically make another report because nothing was done.
Number from when you did that prior?
I don't actually. I don't think they actually ever did any sort of.
What's your name?
But it's Mohini, M-O-H-I-N-I.
What's your last name first?
I'm just making a totally separate report.
No, last name first?
Yeah, Persaud, P-E-R-S-A-U-D. I'm just starting afresh because they didn't do anything.
And first name?
Mohini, M-O-H-I-N-I.
Birthday?
June 1st, 1969.
June 1st?
1969.
Hey sir, how's it going?
I'm good, thanks. How you doing?
Oh, not bad. One of these guys could be.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, there wasn't actually one.
When did you go into report this?
Oh God, I reported it back in September, and then the police officers never.
Yeah,
they never returned my emails, my calls, nothing. They didn't do any.
September of 2022.
Yeah, they didn't do anything. At any rate, I'm doing a fresh report. I don't want to deal with them because they didn't do anything, right? They never investigated anything, and then to date, I don't know what they did do. Apparently, they did go out to meet with the judge, but I don't know why it's such a secret as to what happened.
We're both sitting at a red light, Dad stopped. He started driving right through a red light. So I got up to him in the courtroom and took a picture of his plate, red Mercedes.
Alright.
He's driving through red lights, you know? And that endangers the rest of us. 5 minutes ago. I drove straight here. This guy's an endangerment, man. Like, the rest of us do the speed limit and stuff when we're supposed to, and this guy doesn't feel like waiting for the light to change. He just drives right through it.
Like, I don't want to get into what they did because they did nothing, right? I just want to make the report. I have actually an email from the Chief Justice of Canada that has said to you go back into the police and you make sure they investigate it. Yep. But you shouldn't have to see this. You guys should be doing a proper investigation, right? Because nothing was done to date. They've never even told me, given me any information as to what they did or didn't do. They went out to see the judge. Nobody's bothered to tell me what happened when they went out to see. In fact, that they've lied actually that they did, they didn't, and so forth. So I'm just making a fresh report with a different division. Before all of this, can I just make the report?
1 second. Okay, so have you visited the CEJC website?
Well, I'm dealing with all of the organizations that he's told to do this. That's to do with the judge in terms of, but
Right.
there's also other criminal activity. First of all, it's sexual harassment, solicitation, and reprisal, as well as the judges and lawyers after that, trying to cover up the sexual misconduct and therefore basically conspiring to falsely label me something that I'm not.
So what is it that you're reporting now?
I'm reporting the judge that wanted sex for orders. Like, are you going to take the report, or I'd like to make a statement or something?
So before I write anything,
Sorry?
I just need to know because this September report that you made.
They did nothing.
No.
They actually ignored me for for 4 or 5 months.
So I just want to know, is there anything since then?
Yeah. And then I reported it in January, and they did absolutely nothing. I gave them additional information.
Okay,
I showed them that.
Let me go through one in January.
They promised me on January 19th, they promised me that if I sent them confirmation that there's audios and videos that exist.
Was it January or I got something from yesterday?
January.
Okay. Did you make a call yesterday?
I didn't get no call yesterday, no.
No, did you make a call yesterday?
I didn't make a call yesterday, no.
Or were you involved in? Okay,
I made a call today to the records department to get the records that I didn't get.
It takes time. Did you pay the $30?
Oh yeah, I paid my $5. I did the information thing.
It costs 30 or 30, I don't know.
No, it's $5.
No, to get a report, it's somewhere between 30 and 40 bucks. Either 30 or 30.
Anyways, I'm not here for that, right? I'm not here for all that. It seems that you're going back, you know, and I just want this thing investigated.
The report that you request, it's not immediate, right? Once you pay the request fee, it takes like a few business days, I think, to get your actual report. And because it's a long weekend, it might take a little bit longer. I'm just looking through.
Yeah, no, I made that request back on January 19th.
Oh yeah, so I've
Yeah.
got stuff here, like you on January 19th, January 26th, January 20th, like you make consistent like since.
I provided additional information,
Right, okay.
and I actually,
Going through
yeah,
that additional
sure. They've done nothing. I've provided the same information to the Chief Justice of Canada. He said, go back to the police and you get them to do a proper investigation. I refuse to deal with that division because all they've done is try to intimidate me, and it seems to me they don't want to do their job, right? They're supposed to act. Yeah, but again, you're going back to stuff that they never did.
No, but I want to know like what it was. I just want to read through what you said.
The judge wanted sex for his orders.
January 19th. Okay, so who is it? Okay, and it's related to you, right? I'm not hearing the whole story right now. I just need to know what it's about so I can tell you what to do. So I just need like a quick run through of what it is.
Are you an officer or are you a cadet?
So that's not a threat to you.
Okay.
That's a threat to yourself. So what
What is your name, sir?
my name is P-A-N-D.
Soiler?
P-A-N-D.
P-A-N-D-E?
That's my last name.
Pandey?
Yep.
What's your first name?
I don't really like it.
You don't like to give out your first name?
No.
You're a police officer. I mean, your badge number is 4673, right? But what's your first name? You know my first name. You asked my first name. Huh?
It's forever, right? It's not just, I've asked that multiple times. It's something that I don't personally do. Other officers might do it. I personally don't. That's just how I am.
Yeah, you're dealing with the public though. I mean, what's the big deal? There's got to be like 1 million Pandays anyways. It's a pretty popular name.
I'm the only one who feels police. Yeah. Because sorry, I'm just finishing reading your, on February 28th, February 28th, police officers contacted you. Doesn't matter, I'm asking you why you waited 2 days long.
February 20th. They didn't contact me on Feb. That would have been me going into them.
No, you were contacted on February 28th by some officers?
2 officers came out. They promised me. I actually tape recorded them because you can video police officers now, right? Like officers on duty, and they said that they would. Yes, they felt that that finally they're going to do an investigation. And they did nothing. They did. Oh, sure.
Inquiry, I'm not going to write a report for someone saying she's going to call 911. That's not a report. I'm not taking a report. Okay? If you're here for her well-being, which happened 2 weeks ago and 2 days ago, that's a different story. But 2 weeks, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, I just don't get it. So, okay, so I'm asking you, when that happened, why did
Yeah,
you call right
like I don't want to get into all what they didn't do, right? Because I've more than recorded what they didn't do, right? All I'm trying to do is get this thing properly investigated because it never was investigated.
Okay.
All they did, they came over to my house, they heard what I said, they promised that they're going to go and see the judge. They never got back to me. For months, 4 or 5 months, they didn't return any emails, they didn't return any phone calls. The officers. And then when I spoke to the supervisor, she lied through her teeth and said that they did, which is contrary to what the officer said that she didn't do. Okay? I actually, contacted the Chief Justice of Canada because this is ridiculous. And he said, and by the time he heard even a fraction, there was an officer in there by the name of Ryan White. He's one of the officers that came out to see me, I think, on the 28th of February. And he was willing to help me after they decided that, all they did was basically try to intimidate me and, try to twist my words and so forth. And I tape them, right? Because, unfortunately, this is why people are wanting, this is why people are dissatisfied with the police, because they don't do an honest job. If someone is giving you information to say, there's audios, like don't take my word for what happened, there's audios and videos that exist, police officers are supposed to act on that. And the Chief Justice of Canada actually agrees that that's what's supposed to happen, right? Nobody's done anything. And then they went out to see the judge, they didn't even have the courtesy to come back and tell me exactly, what happened. Do you have your recorder on?
Yeah, it's off here because there's cameras there, and there as well.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, no, it's just because I hear the...
That's just the radio.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, so again, I would just like this investigated properly, It's amazing to me that they would re-victimize a woman when, and someone is reporting something like that happened.
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't be trying to invalidate. That's not your job as a police officer.
Yeah, I understand where your dissatisfaction comes from.
Well, because they lied. Like, I actually recorded the sergeant and the officer contradicting each other. One says they did an investigation, the other one said that...
And I don't know about what any other officer did. Contrary to popular belief, I don't know every officer in the department.
I know. No, and that's why, to be honest, I just, I said, you know what, if they're going to continue to try to invalidate and victimize, I don't want, because it's hard enough dealing with this.
No,
right?
I understand. I get where you're
like,
coming
you're from an Indian family. If you have just think about a woman in your family. I don't know how traditional you are, but like I'm from a traditional Hindu family, and it's like, to have a judge in the middle of a hearing solicit you for sex in front of your brothers, like you can imagine how mortifying that would be.
I appreciate your
like you can understand from an Indian person's perspective, right?
Yeah. I understand your alarm and your frustration with that. I would be annoyed too.
Well, not annoyed. That's not supposed to be. And then for him to basically, punish me. And then not only that, what happened is since then, this guy's the head of the department, this judge. So what happened is after that, the lawyers and in hearings after that, the lawyers and the judges basically were conspiring to say, how do we shut her up about the sexual misconduct, right? And they said, well, let's falsely label her vexatious, right?
Vexatious?
Yeah, apparently it's a thing. If you go to civil court and they just choose that for whatever reason, they don't like you or whatever it is, if they just say, well, you're vexatious, therefore it prevents you. Yeah, you know what, up until this point, I never even knew that something like that could happen. Like, it's like, you go into civil court, you don't want to come out essentially being criminalized, right?
What was the, if you don't mind me asking, what was the matter in the court?
It was an estate matter. Like, my mother passed away. My mother passed away, and so my two brothers stole all of her estate assets. So I took them to court to recover it. What happened is I was winning, I self-represented, I won every single hearing to get disclosures and things like that. Then, June 17th of 2021, the judge, like, this is via Zoom in his chambers, he comes in and he's doing like a negative affirmation. You don't really like me, you know, you must be using me, right? And for my orders, right? And that's exactly why I'm not going to give them to you, right? And he's basically telling me that, you know, if I don't give him sex for his orders, like then he's going to take away all the orders, and he's going to reprise me, right? And ever since then, what he did was he started reversing all the orders that were previously in my favor. And then, because all these other judges worked for him, and everything, they started actually helping him. Where the lawyers would say, like, when I said, well, this guy came on to me and then he's punishing me because of that, that this is sexual harassment. And at that time, I didn't think about it to know that it's solicitation. Yeah. Am I boring? Am I boring you?
No, I'm sorry. I've just been up since 3 in the morning.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, you know what I mean. And then so what happened is then the judges and the lawyers they were conspiring throughout hearings after that to say, how do we shut her up about the sexual misconduct, you know, to protect the judge. Yeah. And then they were saying, oh, well, let's label her, give her a false label of, you know, vexatious. Let's just label. Yeah. So, you know, I've never heard, I've never but that's, I apologize. I've never experienced that either, to be quite honest with you. This is my first instance. But I mean, they're conspiring to essentially falsely incriminate me. Okay. Right?
And I apologize for your negative experiences.
And the thing is, it's like instead of having me relive it all the time, I mean, I told them since September that, you know what, there's audios and videos, because everything was done via Zoom. You guys don't have like a drinking fountain in? Sorry? You guys don't have like a drinking fountain in here or anything? Not really,
I'm not too sure. There might be water in the kitchenette that I can grab you. Oh. But we got a call from the officer, and he said that he's going to be at your address tomorrow at 9 a.m.
At my address?
Yes.
I don't want him coming out to my address though, because then there'll be police everywhere.
Sorry?
Can he meet me somewhere? Because I don't want him coming out to my address and, you know, it's going to be...
Where do you want him to meet you?
I can meet him at the Good Life over at McLaughlin and Beauviard. Okay. But can he meet me at 10?
I'll ask him.
Yeah. That would be Ryan White?
Sorry?
That'd be Ryan White that's meeting me?
Yes.
Okay.
McLaughlin and...
Beauviard.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're asking for 10?
Yeah. At the Good Life there. Well, not at the Good Life, but in the parking lot there.
Okay. All right. Just have a seat. I'll give him a call.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate your help, eh?
Yeah.
Thank you. I think I see you every time I come in.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think this is like, I think 3 times I came in and all 3 times I think it was you, yeah. Cool. Maybe you don't remember me, okay. Well, normally I have my hair in a ponytail, so today I came from work, so. And no makeup either, so today, all right, take care, thanks. Okay, at the McLaughlin and Beauvais Good Life? Okay. I mean, not in the Good Life, but in the parking lot. Okay, thank you, eh? I appreciate all your help, eh? Can I just ask you a question? Where does it say that you can't bring a recording device in here? Because he said it's all over and I can't see any. And I know that, because I keep up with the news, right? I know they actually said that you actually can, because everything's supposed to be transparent, right? There's even a new inspector, Officer Tessner, that will be taking care of transparency. So that's what the other gentleman said. But I'm just looking and I'm thinking, where does it say that?
I'm not sure where it says that, but even we're not allowed to have it on. So
Huh?
Even we don't have it on.
No, but when I came in, Officer Frangella, she started recording me at one point. So if she's recording me, then I should be record her back, right? Because she'll just give her perspective, right? Like, how do I know she's not going to edit it? Oh, okay. No, I guess the other officer that was here before, he said that there's all kinds of things saying you can't bring a recording, and he actually was trying to say that he's going to go tackle me for my camera, and it's like, no, you can't, right? Because that's just how the law has, like, everything's supposed to...
I'm not sure where it says that. You can look around.
Yeah, I know, because I'm looking, I'm going, because I thought I would see it on the door or something, but there's nothing, so I don't know what he's talking about. Anyways, thanks.
I'm trying to get, because you can't just put a report on saying, on this date and time.
No, but here's what I've reported to them, okay? This judge, it's like, okay, if you're a police officer, right? If you pull somebody over and you say to them, you know what, if you give me some sex, I'm not going to give you a ticket, would that not be illegal?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if a judge is saying, you know, if you don't give me sex, I'm not gonna give you these orders, it's the same thing.
100%.
That's what I'm saying. But nobody here, nobody
that
has investigated it.
It was investigated.
No, it was never investigated. No,
How do you know?
no, because the officers, I have recordings. You know,
Okay.
I put them on YouTube recently.
Okay.
They're on there, and the officer lied. First of all, she said, "Oh, well, we determined there was no reason to investigate it." And then and then her sergeant said something. Oh no, it was investigated. So when I said, "Can you give me any information as to what happened with the production orders, etc.?" Nothing happened, right? So I need to know. I'm coming in here, right? And I need to know why you guys are not I need this to be investigated.
It was investigated.
It was not.
Is what I'm telling you, because you spoke to one officer.
I spoke to several officers.
Yeah, you spoke to several officers. One of them said that it was investigated. It wasn't. And I don't know why they would say that it wasn't, because there's several reports
The
on.
officer who came to my house,
Yeah.
the original officer
Right.
who came to my house, who I was told time and time ago that she was in charge of the whole investigation, she told me that nothing was investigated.
Well,
We determined.
she's not, because she's just a frontline officer. So something like that is not something that a frontline officer would be.
So anyways,
in charge of, right?
no.
So just what I'm trying to tell you is, like.
Okay, so what I need to know today,
Okay.
I don't want any excuses, right?
Sure.
I want to know that this is going to be investigated, and when there's audios, I've already indicated to you that there's audios and videos that exist.
Okay.
So I need somebody to act on that.
Right, so
right?
those audio and video recordings that you have, those you've already reported, you're just not satisfied with the outcome of, like, or with
No,
what
no.
was done.
No.
Is
No. There's audios and videos of the hearings, which prove what the judge that came on to me and then
Right.
started reprising me.
Okay.
And the other judges afterwards that conspired to falsely label me to cover up the original judge.
Okay.
Okay, there's audios and videos that exist about that. I've already provided them proof that exist.
Yeah.
They've at no time have they ever gone and gotten production. What they've told me is we will, we're going to get back to you on the status of that, etc. And then they ended up just saying, oh well, we're not going to investigate it or something like that.
Okay.
So I've been advised to come back to the police and get them to investigate it.
Well, you can't just.
When a police officer, when we give you information about crimes, you
Right.
guys are supposed to act on it.
Right.
You're not the judge and jury,
What
right?
I'm trying to tell you is that it was.
No, it was not.
Yeah, well, you don't
They've
know that.
never gotten the production orders.
Well, we don't get production orders for every case. We don't
Well,
have to.
but you're supposed to if it has to do with
No,
you wouldn't be
no.
able to prove that. You wouldn't be able to prove that unless you got the audios and videos.
Right, but they decided that they didn't need them for whatever.
Okay, but again, I'm now coming in, making a brand new report, saying,
But it's
listen,
not a
that
brand new report.
none of this stuff was investigated.
Right, so that's not a brand new, that's a complaint. If you're trying to complain,
No, it's not a complaint. It's actually a brand new report because none of the stuff that I gave them since January,
Yeah.
none of it they've acted on. I've gotten
Right.
audios and videos of them saying that they're going to, look into getting this stuff done, even confirming to me that
Yeah.
they were gonna get the production
Right.
orders from several police
so it's,
officers.
right, so
They've
they-
never done anything.
Okay, so that's been reported. Your concerns, they've been heard. Whether or not any follow-up I don't know, okay? The report's saying that the investigation was complete, that the
They
judge has
didn't,
spoken to.
they didn't do a report.
Yes, they did.
No.
I literally just read it.
Okay, but I was supposed to get a copy
Yeah,
and
but-
nothing.
Okay, but members of the public, you can't just go to the library and look up police report. Just
No,
because.
no, I had requested it.
Right, okay, and
I
it
had
just hasn't come
requested
in
it.
yet. It takes time, okay? These things
But
are
then
not
how come you're
instant.
reading it if it takes
Because it's on an
time?
internal system. You can't, like I said, you can't just go log into Appeal Police Network and look up a report.
Okay, so again, I want this investigated,
Right, and it
right?
was.
Nothing, they've never gotten the audios and videos to prove everything I've said,
They don't need to.
right?
They don't need to.
Why not?
I don't know, I didn't
How are they gonna investigate something if they haven't seen the evidence of it happening?
Again, I did not investigate your case.
No, I know, but that's
didn't-
why I'm
but-
filing
no,
a brand new
so-
one,
But you can't.
right?
But, so what
I
I'm telling you-
can,
so what
I
I'm-
can, that's one of the options I have. If I'm not satisfied, then, you know, this is the information that
But
I
you've
gave
already
them.
reported it.
Excuse me, they've never gotten they lied, continuously they've lied,
So like I said,
right?
we don't have to get production orders for every case. I've never done one.
They're supposed to
I've been
get,
a cop for 2
they're
years,
supposed
I've
to
never
get,
done
they're supposed to get production orders when there's a crime that's happened. There's several crimes that have happened here. First
They
of
don't
all,
have to.
it's sexual solicitation, and it's also conspiracy to falsely
They don't
label
have
somebody,
to get
right?
any kind of legal, like,
Well, this is what they're supposed to do,
well, no.
right?
Who told
No,
you they're supposed to do
they're
that?
supposed to do that.
Who
No,
told you?
well, even the Chief Justice of Canada.
The Chief Justice isn't
Yeah.
the police. He's a police officer.
It doesn't matter, he's in charge of the
The Chief
same
Justice
stuff,
is just a
right?
guy.
So anyways, the point is, why are you not investigating this?
I told you it was investigated.
It was not.
Okay, well, that's your opinion.
They've never
You-
gotten the production orders. How can they do listen, an investigation is not talking to me and talking to the other person.
Okay.
It's going to get the evidence that I've told you and acting on it.
I've told you
Right?
everything, right? I've told you what the nature of your case is, all right? I told you it's been investigated. You're hung up on this whole idea. Somebody told you whoever told you that they had to get a production order, that's not accurate. Nobody has to get one.
There's several police officers that have told
Okay,
me that.
well,
in this whole
You must have
situation.
misunderstood because it's not a necessity. It's
I didn't
not
misunderstand
mandatory.
because I recorded them,
But
so
it's not
I didn't
mandatory,
misunderstand.
Okay, it's not mandatory to do that. Whatever they did, they
Okay,
took.
but they didn't do an investigation, okay? I'm coming back and saying I want a proper investigation done.
But you've
So
already
why are you
reported-
fighting me on it?
I'm not fighting you or anything.
You are fighting
We're
me
just
on
going
it,
back and
right?
forth.
Yeah, I know we are going back and forth because all you're basically doing is saying you don't want to do anything,
I'm not saying I don't want to do it. I'm saying
right?
everything's already been done.
I need this. No, nothing has been done. They've never gotten the audios and videos that I told them from day one.
Okay, so Mohan, I don't know why we're fighting here because.
Yeah, because I've come in now, right?
Yeah.
To put in a report, which is an option that I have.
I told you it's already
right?
been reported.
It's not. It's not been investigated.
Okay.
Investigation is not just taking a report and that's the fucking investigation.
All right. Well, no,
Okay?
there's nothing more
No.
that I can do for you.
No, that's called
Here.
not investigating
Let
it.
me get you a pamphlet for if you want to complain about what I've done today. You can do that.
Well, you haven't done anything.
Where's the English? Yo. Where's the English OIPRD pamphlet? Where's the English OIPRD pamphlet? Okay. The OIPRD. Oh, right here.
Oh, no, I spoke to somebody from the OIP and I've taped him too.
Yeah.
And he said he's just gonna try to cover it up.
I'll give you my.
Okay.
You already have my bachelor's.
Yeah.
You have my name. If you want to complain about whatever I've done today, whatever I said to you,
No,
Please feel free to
I'm
do that.
coming in because I want this investigated,
and I've already told you
right?
once.
No, it
Now
has
we're just
not
going
been.
back and
Can I
forth.
speak to a sergeant, please?
Let me see if there's.
Yeah, I'd
What?
like to speak to,
I already looked at it.
yeah.
Okay,
Hi.
it's on there.
Are you the sergeant?
Here, just.
Are you, oh.
Try it here. I'll give you my copy.
Yeah, no investigation was actually done.
Capital R. A-D-E-N-S.
Yeah, no investigation was done. Apparently, there was a joint investigation that I had confirmation of between TPS and Peel. They've never
Okay.
told me anything about that
Okay.
either.
What
Okay?
I'll do here. What I'll do for you,
There's four things that they haven't done. First of all, they've never told me what happened, like,
No,
No.
like she reported a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of dates on there. Just go down.
no,
So.
no. So anyways, there's a couple of things. First of all, nobody has investigated about the white man outside my house.
Okay.
Nobody has told me, so
Would
what
you like this?
what transpired when they went out to see Justice McEwen?
Well, do
Nobody
you
has
want-
told
do
me.
you want the complaint?
No, can I finish?
Okay.
Nobody has told me also why they haven't gotten the audios and videos that prove everything that I've said. And number four, what was the other one?
So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna email whoever the officers were.
I don't want to deal with those officers again because they did nothing.
Okay, well, do you want,
Okay,
you don't seem too happy with me.
no, all they did was try to intimidate me.
Alright.
All you're trying to do is you're trying to basically cover
Well,
up with
you
the
don't
fact
seem
that
to
they
like
didn't
me
do
very much
anything.
either.
Because
So
you're
who
not,
do you
no,
wanna
because
deal with?
because you're not doing, no, because you're just here to basically shut it down, which is the same thing that they did.
So who would you like to
right?
deal with?
You've
You don't
never,
want- if you don't wanna talk to me-
you don't have any justification for not acting on the evidence that I gave you.
Okay, well, the officers that you gave your complaints to, they investigated your case. and they closed it.
They've never gotten the audios and videos.
No, honey, we're just going back and forth.
I know,
okay?
they've never gotten the audios and videos.
We've got a lot of other stuff to take care of.
Yep.
All we've done is argue for the last half hour.
Yeah, they've
okay?
never gotten the audios and videos. Why not?
Whatever the case is,
why haven't
I don't
they?
know. I don't
Right?
know, okay?
Ryan White told me that
Okay.
what they
I
should have
don't know
done
who
was a
Ryan White
production.
is.
Yeah, he's another police officer who said they should
Okay,
have
well,
gotten the
he's not a
production.
police officer, I'm not a police
So did Daryl Chan.
I don't know who Daryl Chan
Right?
is either.
And the sergeant, Sarah Wood, she indicated that she was going to follow up and see what they've done with
Okay.
regards to getting these production orders. Nothing was done. And then as soon as I came back in person in January, they all of a sudden, within a couple days, they rushed to try to close the investigation.
Okay.
The information that I've gotten, it's not a report.
All right, Melanie, so we've just been going back and forth and arguing for the last half hour. At
Yeah,
this point,
so
okay,
again,
the last
I-
thing I have to say is because
Yeah, so I would,
The last thing I have to say to you,
so I would like to know why you're thinking you don't have to investigate this.
it was
No,
investigated.
but it was not.
Okay.
And they
Okay.
and they left me in the dark. You've
Right.
actually today given me more information that they have,
Okay.
right? I still don't know what transpired when they spoke to the judge.
That's all I have for you. Okay.
But what happened when they spoke to the judge?
I don't know.
So don't you think as a victim I need to know?
Okay, so that's what
What's
I'll
the
do.
point of
All
me
right,
reporting
Melanie,
it to the judge?
stop. Okay, we've
Right?
literally just been arguing for half an hour. I've got other stuff to do that I need to take care of.
Yeah, but I have other stuff to do too. I came
Exactly.
down here
All
yet
right,
again,
all right. So
right?
let's-
Because Peel Police
Yep.
is refusing to investigate
All right,
this.
so let's both of us just, I'm gonna cut it off by saying, I will talk to those officers personally. They might not reply to you because their emails might have
When-
Just
when-
listen, sorry, you've been cutting me off this whole time, it's kinda getting annoying, alright? So, your email, sometimes it might be got into their junk folder or whatever. My email is an internal email. I'll call
Several
them.
emails?
I don't know, alright? I'm gonna email them, I'll talk to them, and why don't you, your contact info's already here.
But why are
I
you
will
going back to
email
those same officers that
Because
did
they're the
nothing
ones that
and
did the investigation.
intimidated me?
Okay, they're the ones
All
that
they
did.
tried to do was to intimidate me, and I want this investigated.
Okay,
Right?
so
They've done nothing.
that's-
An investigation is not coming out and talking to me,
Yeah.
talking to a judge, then ignoring you,
you don't get to tell us what an
ignore,
investigation is.
ignoring you, but that's not an investigation.
all right, like
How
I
is-
said,
No, but how
I'm
is
co-
that,
like I said,
how
all
is,
right?
how is it an investigation coming out and talking to somebody, they make a
Okay.
report, you do nothing, and
Like I said-
then you go out and speak to the judge. No, you go out, you speak to the judge, you don't even bother telling me what happened when you spoke to the judge. I still don't know.
Okay.
Why is it a secret?
It's not, like I said, you've already requested.
Are you
emails.
able to tell me what exactly happened when they spoke to this judge? Because nobody's told me. Why am I being left in the dark?
I just got involved in this past 2 minutes, so I'm trying to leave.
Okay. Yeah, I'd rather not deal with you because
Okay.
obviously you're not very helpful.
Sure, here, I'm leaving this right here. You have my name and my badge. If you wanna complain, please feel free.
Yo.
Sorry, what is your name, ma'am?
Guilfoyle.
Guilfoy?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you recording?
No.
Okay, because there's no recording allowed in here, okay?
Are you recording me?
No.
Okay.
There are cameras though everywhere.
Okay. So I can get a copy of this camera?
Probably. I've never heard of someone doing that, but.
Yeah. I guess here you don't have a records department, right? I'd have to go back to 22 Division to get that? They're the only ones that have it in Peel, or is there any other?
Yes.
Okay.
Or you can pass online.
Really? You can get online now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But that includes the video here?
Pardon?
That includes the video here?
That I'm not sure of. I'd have to look into that, but. Did you video of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which part?
Yeah, what is it that you're seeing?
I'm just gonna try and gain a bit of a better understanding of what's going on.
Sure. I've been left in the dark since I reported it. They have never told me anything about They flip-flopped about, did we go see the judge, did we not go see, they kept lying. Sometimes they said yes, sometimes they said no, and they've never told me what happened when they saw the judge. Like, if you have somebody do something against you that's illegal, something like I just gave if somebody socks them in the eye, and they go to see the person who socked them in the eye, when you go to see them, you're supposed to get back to the victim and say, hey, this is what happened, this is what he said,
so
and none of that was done.
Sometimes we don't go just based on the circumstances. So sometimes, because they're an adult, let's say that there is a charge, sometimes immediately we won't get right back to the victim because we're not allowed to disclose some personal information. And being arrested is personal information. I know you're a victim, but should you be required for report or anything like that, the officer in charge of the occurrence will then reach out to you when that's required.
Yeah, but no, it's been since September that I reported it, and
when you first reported it, right? September 19th?
September 19th, and nobody has told me anything that's going on in this investigation. Apparently there was a joint investigation because sometime in January there's a joint investigation between TPS and Peel. They were supposed to get back to me on that. Also in January, I told them about the judge coming out to my house sometime in June of 2022. They were supposed to get back to me on that, and nobody has told me anything. To my knowledge, they haven't done anything to investigate that either. Typically, police will go out and they'll get body cam, or some people have cameras outside their house. They've done nothing. And there was one other thing, just trying to. Then the audios. I told them right in September that, there's audios and videos because everything was done via Zoom, that prove everything. It proves that the judge's misconduct and his reprisal of me, and his he was trying to get sex for his orders, right? And it's all would be in the hearing because that's right. I don't have the videos. That's why I'm saying there are videos that you can go to order from the transcription management office, which you probably know if you're a policeman. That's why you get a production order to get the audios and videos, right? They've told me several times. They've told me several times that they were going to they understood that this needed to be done. They have to get a production. In fact, they were the ones that advised me that there would be a production order, and that would be how they would do it. And then each time they'd come back and we just shut it down, right? But they wouldn't tell me why or anything.
Sorry, manager just called back, so we're not gonna return. Alright.
Right? When I met with the sergeant, I don't know if it was January or February, she told me she was going to get back to me on those 4 things. Then she just sends an email saying, we're not investigating this, right? And, I don't have it on me, no, right? But she just sent that saying that, we shut it down. Then what happened is, recently, the last couple of days, I posted my conversations with some of these officers and the sergeant where they totally contradicted each other. And I posted it on social media. And all of a sudden now, he's telling me yesterday they did something else. Or I never called yesterday. All I did was I tried to get, because I requested the records and stuff since back in January. So I didn't get some of the information, and in fact the body cam from the police officers who came out, they were edited, right? And then
we can't edit our body cam.
Well,
what's edited out of it is other people's personal information, so you don't have it. That's why it's edited.
Well, there wouldn't be any other person because I'm the only one who lives in the house, so there wouldn't be anybody else in there.
If you're saying anybody else's names, any other addresses, anything like that, maybe even your place of work, things get redacted.
I wouldn't have said anything like that, right?
But you don't have the ability, and I'm telling you right now, you don't have the ability to edit our body camera.
Well, the records lady told me something different before I came over here today. So all I'm saying is, I wish that the lies would just stop, right? Like if a woman is reporting, this guy wanted sex for his orders, in the same way that a policeman couldn't go and ask for sex to give a ticket or not to give a ticket, it's the same thing. It's just this is a judge. Nobody has investigated this, and I know when I asked the sergeant, I said, "How did you investigate?" Well, they came out to speak to you, and then, you know, they may have spoken to the judge. I don't know, but they wouldn't. Oh, Sarah Wood.
Sarah Wood?
Yeah, 2963. I memorized it. Right? They haven't done anything, right? And all they've done is basically lie and give me stories. And even the gentleman who was here just now, all he's trying to do is do the same thing. I came into a fresh division because they didn't do anything, and I do not,
Okay,
like,
I'm just gonna, I'll get you to fill out
no.
one of these, I'll put a new report on, and then.
Well, let me put it this
we'll
way.
go from there.
Let me put it this way, right? That lady Frangel, you should go on YouTube. Go on YouTube, you'll see. I taped the whole conversation where she lied to me on the phone, right? And all she did was trying to create excuses and they tried to twist my words and try to say things that I didn't even say, right? And, you know, they did absolutely nothing. It's shameful.
Okay, do you wanna write down then, get all your information? Here, this is today's information, this is when it started, okay, till today's date, your information, and then write down exactly what's happening, okay?
Okay. Like,
And then I'll put a new report on.
I can tell you, at least you're respectful. The guy who was out here before, and like with these other officers from 22 Division, like as soon as I would come in to speak to another police officer who was actually, like Ryan White, who was willing to help me, the other police officer would come in and she was trying to intimidate me and all these kind of things, and it's like, I even told her, I said, I didn't even come in to speak to you. Why are you getting, like, you know, I'm the police officer in charge. Yeah, but you did nothing, right? At least you're respectful. At least you're, you know what I mean, like how are you guys treating women like this?
Okay, can you please fill this out for me, and then I'll get back to you.
Can I take this home and bring it back?
No, you can't leave the division with those pieces of paper.
Why?
You have to leave them here. So it's either you fill it out now and bring it back to me now, or you come back at a different day and fill it out, but you can't let those.
But why can't I, how are you asking me to on the fly fill this out?
It's simple, it's just your information right here, and then just a brief, all this is look, it says, a brief synopsis, explain briefly how the incident happened. That's all I need, is a brief synopsis about what happened.
See, so why didn't they ever ask me to fill one of these things out?
Every division is different.
I know,
Sometimes some officers.
but this is more professional.
Listen, this is
And
just me personally.
will I be able to take a picture of
Okay,
this?
no.
Why not? If
Because
it's something that I'm filling out.
Document.
But if I'm filling it out, I need a copy of what I'm filling
The
out.
only person who gets a copy is me. Okay?
Well, I need to know what I'm filling out. I need a copy of that.
You can read it.
Right? Yeah, but if I'm filling this out, I need to take a picture of it to make sure that I know what, you know, or get a copy of it.
All right, take a picture. It's fine.
Yeah, like, you know, just give people a copy of their stuff, you know? Yeah, are you able to take a photocopy of it?
You can take a photo of it. But you
Okay,
can't
okay,
take
so
it
what,
out.
well,
You
what,
can't leave the
but
division.
where does it say that I can't, because I can't just on the fly fill this thing out.
Okay, then.
Like, I wanna document things properly, you know, and you know,
Well,
like.
what I'm gonna do is give you an occurrence number for it. So anything you write on here is in the occurrence number.
No, I know, but if it's something that I'm filling out, I need a copy of what I'm filling out.
We don't provide copies though.
Where does it say that I can't get a copy of something that I'm filling out? Because you're wanting me to fill this out.
Okay, so instead of you filling this out, what I'm gonna do, I'll write it on a sticky note.
But I don't understand why I can't get a copy of something that I'm filling out.
It's protocol, you don't get a copy right now, okay?
But this is something that I'm filling out. Like, I'm filling it out, so anything that you write, you're supposed to get a copy of
I'm
it.
trying to help you here, okay, and I want to help you, but now everything that I'm telling you, you're just arguing with.
No, because I need a copy of what I'm filling out. This is really
Now,
weird.
I'm not gonna give you a copy, okay? I'm just gonna take down briefly what's happened, okay, and then I'll put a report on it. And I'll give you the occurrence number. If you want a copy of the report, then you can attend 22 division.
So why won't you give me a copy of what I'm writing? That's really odd. It's really strange.
So what happened?
Okay, so I was self-representing in court, like a state court, and on June 17th, 2021, the judge asked me for sex for his orders.
Okay.
Sex for his orders, right? During a Zoom meeting in his which was in his chambers apparently.
Okay.
Right? When I didn't respond to him, he started reversing all these orders and yelled and screamed at me, because I guess he was upset that I, wouldn't agree, like I wouldn't tell him how I felt about him, because he seemed to be wanting, to get me to say how I felt about him, and it was very uncomfortable. Can I ask, if I filled that out, would I be able to get a copy if I requested at some point?
Yeah, if you requested it at some point, you could get a copy.
Okay, so let me just fill that out, because it might be easier for me to fill.
Yeah, it's honestly, the reason I'm giving you this is just it makes it easier so that I'm not standing here writing down every word.
And then misunderstanding.
You can just write word for word.
No, it's just odd, because I know with my sister, she was able to get it, they gave her a photocopy of, whenever she had something, you know what I mean? So I just think that's kind of odd, that you would be so strange about it. Okay. What is the date today?
6th of April.
You know what time it is?
4:11.
Okay.
It feels centered all the way around, right? Like it feels centered all the way around the wall.
Because that's a 25 field center.
Yeah, it still feels
The
centered.
importance is 35 field center. On the other side.
Right. Okay, so that's still feels centered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have anywhere to sit down?
Yeah, over
Okay.
here. Or you have to use the desk behind you.
No, just because I have a bad foot. I've actually got it banded.
Okay, I can give you a...
Like a little heart thing or something to write on. Yeah, my entire left leg is like swollen, so I probably need to sit down a little. Do you have any book or anything, like how they have one of those clipboards or something? That's why I wanted to go home, because if it's a little. Yeah. I'll try my best. No, it's just because I have a bad leg, so I can't really stand up for too long.
before, okay? So that means you didn't go to, who did you tell? Did you make sure you talked to someone? Because if you didn't, sorry, did you get a report number? How long ago did you get a call back from? Couple of minutes ago? Okay, I'll wait. And they said, okay, like, we're gonna send someone over, is that what they're saying? So, I was just confirming, were you able to go through and get a house on, or what number did they give you? Do you know where does she live? Or where does she live? I know where she lives. In Bradenton? So she said you called, maybe you called 679, but it was I ran, and it was kind of because I know Tom's working on somewhere. Yeah.
Hi there. Okay, so I filled it out. So you're not able to give me like a photocopy of it? Because it's better than a picture.
I can't take a photocopy, but I can take a picture if you want.
I don't know if you can read it, but don't know if you can read it. Like, I'm tired of getting punished. Yeah, I mean, if you can, I don't know, photocopy would be better.
Do you have a phone?
Yeah, no, I took a picture of it. I did take a picture, but I just, it's better to get like a photocopy, right? Because it's more clear and stuff, right? What I can't understand is,
I'm gonna give you an occurrence number, okay?
yeah, so will you be the officer that will be, because you're, at least,
No, so what's gonna happen is this is gonna get forwarded to CID, so the officer that took the report yesterday.
there's no, I didn't do a report yesterday, so I'm
Okay,
confused about
there
that.
is a similar report yesterday, that I don't, maybe it just got added to the system yesterday.
Oh, maybe after I posted the social media stuff, because I just literally posted that a few days ago.
Well, maybe.
Because I have no contact with Peel Police, like, basically since, I think, February, when the two officers came out, and we met in Tim Hortons, and I did have my body cam on, because you're allowed to record police officers on duty now in Canada, so I don't know what this is all about, because you're supposed to be able to do it. Yeah, but if you guys are not providing, you know, you guys don't even know if these...
If in case something happens to us, right? Recently we had a guy walk in and he's gonna shoot us. So
Somebody came in to shoot you, oh my
yeah,
God.
so that's why we have cameras, okay? So it's to protect our safety. We don't care about the public, like, we don't, it's not about the public coming in, it's more about the officers and our safety.
No, I know, but we also have to look after ours. If people are abusing you, and like, luckily I recorded when the sergeant lied to me and when the other police officer lied to me, you know, because the thing is, there has to be full transparency, right? I mean, you know, like, I attended a number of women's support groups, and they've all said the same thing, that the police and courts abuse women. Like, they don't actually help you and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's just, you know, like, you're a woman too, right? Would you like it if some judge is expecting sex from you, and then he starts punishing you, and then all his friend judges, you know what I mean? Like, they start conspiring to falsely label you something that you're not? Like, how would you feel? Like, how would you feel, right? Like, I want this investigated. Like, what is it costs $12 to get an audio, right? I mean, you know, to do a production order, it's not a difficult thing. You just have to go to it before a justice of the peace. I know, because they explained it to me at the other division, like Ryan White, who was actually trying to help me. And then after that, I spoke to the OIPRD gentleman, Carl Lane. So I know they're corrupt too, and I taped my conversation with him on the phone as well. And he was saying to me that he's going to, and I haven't posted that one yet, but I will be, right? He was saying to me that he
I'm gonna stop you there. You posting on social media, it's not gonna help your case in any way.
Well, you know what though? You have to get this out in the public, because this is some of the corruption that's happening. And what I found, people
I'm sorry you feel that way.
If
you want me to put this on today though, I need to get around to it though, okay? So this is the occurrence number. It is gonna be linked to the previous occurrences as well. Okay? I'm not gonna be the officer in charge of it. Alright? I'm on the front desk, I'm not on the road.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Not as of right now. So it will be assigned to somebody.
Will somebody call me? Because the things I don't.
Yes, but it's not going to happen overnight. Okay, we work in Peel. We live in Brampton, Mississauga. We are so busy all the time that this isn't the only case, right? A lot of the times these officers, including myself, are dealing with 25 plus cases at a time. So we only work 12 hours a day, as well as responding to calls for the service. Priority calls, okay? These investigations don't happen overnight. They might not even happen within a month. Okay?
Yeah, but
I can't make you any promises when someone's gonna contact you.
But here's the thing. I'll need to know who's assigned to it at the very least, because what's happened to me so far is these officers came out. I made the report in September, and then every time I called, I'm being told, send them an email. I send them an email. Then I call again, send them an email, send them an email. And this went on for months, and then finally in January, when I went in person and said, like, what the heck's going on, man? Nobody's calling me back or anything else. right? Then Officer Frangella lies to me, you know, and she, you know, like she says, oh, well, she tries to blame it on me that she didn't call me back or email me. And I said, well, I've called, I've followed up, so why, you know, why would you, to me, this is re-victimizing a woman, right? This is re-victimizing us. Like, it's been enough that I've dealt with. I don't want to be dealing with more.
Provide, like, any screenshots, recordings, anything that you have on your end, that would be really helpful.
But here's the thing, right? While you can record hearings and stuff for note-taking purposes, I mean, in this case, I'm protecting and defending myself too, you know, because of what they've been trying to do, right? You're not allowed to actually distribute that stuff without a court order, right? So even if I did have whatever, it's more appropriate that the police take the right steps to get it legally, right? Because I don't even know.
If you're the victim, then you can provide the police with the evidence that you have, because you're the victim. So that's providing police with evidence of the offense, which gives us our reasonable grounds that a criminal offense occurred.
But if I
we don't have to write a production order for the victim's info. We do have to write it for things that...
No, but a court can come along and say that you distributed that information, right, where you're not supposed to distribute it. Because it's kind of a murky thing, because they have, I think it's section 136, where you're not supposed to distribute it. Right, so this is where it becomes sticky, because it's almost like you guys are expecting me to incriminate myself, right? Because I don't want to get either fined or have to, right?
You recorded a court...
What?
You recorded a courtroom hearing?
No, I'm saying if I were to, right, you wouldn't be able to distribute it, right? You can record them for note-taking purposes, is what the rules say, right? But it gets murky, because if you're trying to distribute it, right, it gets kind of
distributing is different than giving it to the police for evidence, right?
No, but what I'm saying is, if you guys know that there's okay, prior to COVID, people wouldn't even have this type of evidence available, okay? So now that I've already indicated several times that, you know, these audios and videos exist, like, why would you guys make it so difficult where, like, with these officers, especially this Frangella, she just seemed to like to come over and try to intimidate and try to invalidate and try to twist my words, and her supervisor did the same thing, right? And you know what? What I found these organizations do is they try to isolate, so that the public does not even know that, you know, these organizations are doing this to people. Like, you and Ryan are the first ones that actually, you know, seem like you're trying to actually help, right? Ryan was shut down, and I spoke to OIPRD, Carl Lane, and he told me, and I tape recorded the conversation, the phone call, and he said that he was going to tell Ryan not to help me anymore, and after that, Ryan didn't want to help me, right? So this is what I'm saying. This is pretty corrupt.
Anything, if you believe that, then I recommend making a complaint to the OIRD.
Yeah, that's where Carl Lane works, OIP. So which means
you can continue to make a complaint.
No, but what that means is, even if you make a complaint, you got police officers like Carl Lane that are sitting there protecting the police against the public, which is not supposed to be their job.
And that's your opinion, right? That's your opinion.
I recorded him. I recorded him.
You're entitled to your own opinion.
Yeah, but I recorded him. You know what I'm saying? And and unfortunately, if you don't put it out on the net as to what people are like, you guys are supposed to serve and protect. Like, when I grew up in Canada, and it used to be, you know, if you, let's say, even if you got lost or something like that, I mean, mind you, I grew up in Ottawa, you know, you could actually, if you see a policeman, you can sort of ask him for help. Now, these days, people are scared of policemen.
Okay, I'm gonna put this on now, okay?
All right. So
I don't know when. Someone will be in contact with you. It might be me. It might be someone else. We work very crazy schedules. Okay. I don't know when, and I can't give you that answer right now.
Okay. So what was your name again?
Gilfoy. Gilfoy.
Gilfoy. And your first name?
You don't need my first name. 4641.
Okay, officer. Okay, so and you can't tell me when, because I need to know, and I don't want to be every time I deal with the other officers, like, you know, other than Ryan White, it's like, but, you know, all they keep doing is trying to invalidate and trying to twist my words and basically, they, you know, try to intimidate me. Like, if a woman is going through this, like, why would you guys be trying to intimidate a woman?
Okay. Well,
Like,
I'll be in contact with our criminal investigation bureau, and I'll talk to them about our next steps.
If someone were doing that to you, you're a woman, how would you like it?
I'm not sure. I'm not in your shoes. We have different opinions, and I'm not here to voice my opinion.
Yeah, but police services, they did it to a lot of women in the police services. You must know about that just recently happened.
I don't want to get into this discussion with you, to be honest.
No, so as a woman,
I have a lot of work to do right now.
Yeah, I know.
We've been talking to you for almost 2 hours.
has it been 2 hours?
It has been.
Yeah, but that a lot of
So,
that, a lot of.
Can I please get to this so that we can follow up faster?
Okay.
If not, I'm gonna have to put this on tomorrow.
Okay, so
if
how?
If I can put this on now, then that would be great.
Okay. Is this a staff sergeant or no?
Yes, he is, but he just got here for shift, okay? So he's still getting settled, needs to be briefed by our staff sergeant.
What is his name?
Been here for like an hour and a half. So is it a complaint? I already told her a complaint.
Yeah. No.
It's fine.
I wanted to just you know, like, speak to somebody who, you know.
If the officers have already spoken to you, ma'am, that'll be sufficient.
Yeah. No.
He doesn't need to speak with you.
Yeah, but what is his
We
name?
don't need to get him involved.
Yeah, but what is his name?
It doesn't matter.
I don't need to know your
It
name.
doesn't matter.
Well, it matters to me because you can understand. No, but what I'm trying to say is you can understand. I've been put off for months and months and months.
And I'm sorry
Right?
that happened to you.
I was patient initially.
I've taken your
You know?
report, okay? I'm going to put it on and I'm going to look into it. But the longer you're here talking to me,
No,
the
but
longer I get.
why is it I can't know who the sergeant's name is? Like, what is the difference with that? Right? Stop treating me like a criminal. I don't deserve this. Excuse me, sir, I just want to speak to you for a few minutes. Yeah, no, I just wanted to speak to you for a few minutes, sir. I don't know why you guys are making this so difficult. I'm not a criminal, right? Somebody did something to me.
Yes, and you reported it, okay? You got the occurrence number, you have my name and my badge number.
Okay, so what is your sergeant's name and badge number? That's what I'm asking you.
Okay, but why do you need that information? He's not
Well,
even
I
he's not
do.
even on our shift.
Yeah, it
He's
doesn't.
on a completely
It
different
doesn't
shift.
matter. He happens to be here, right? What is the big secret? See, this is the problem. What is the big secret? Why aren't you guys just transparent?
Because there's no reason for you to have that information.
Why not? He's here. If he's refusing to speak to me, you have to understand. This has been going on for months,
I understand.
right? This is. How would you
I
feel
could've told
after?
you, no, I'm
I
not
don't-
taking a report.
But-
Did I do that? No, and I've been nothing but respectful with you, right?
Yeah, I
You
know.
said that. I'm willing to help. So
No, I know,
can
but
you help me?
But why is it that you don't want to give out the sergeant's name that's actually here, present?
Okay, well, I have to go because there's someone in cells, okay? So
Okay, man. So yeah, unfortunately.
I have other things to do. I can't.
So you're saying he's not your sergeant?
He's going back to, he's not my surgeon.
Okay. Yeah, so.
Okay, but he happened to be here anyways.
It's on Facebook.
All right.
You accept the two agreements and terms, right?
Well, that, if you didn't sign up.
Okay, so, who do I call? What do you mean I don't call anybody? I'd like to know what's going on. No, I'm not calling this. No, who do I call to follow up on what's going on with this occurrence now?
What number did she put on here? Her.
So it would be her?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Can I ask when she's next in?
You what?
Can I ask when she's next in?
We're in tomorrow and over the weekend. But it's not going to be that fast.
It won't be investigated because it's a
We're in for the next 3 days.
right? You accepted your own arrest.
Okay. And I guess your Peel police officer email is just your badge number at peelpolice.ca?
You got it.
Okay, all right. And you're not willing to tell me who that sergeant's name is?
He's not involved. He doesn't.
Well, he happened to be here, right?
Well, so does he.
And he's
So does he.
he's refusing to speak to me, right?
He's not refusing to speak to anybody. He's not involved in this case. He's just a sergeant that's here. He doesn't know anything.
Yeah, but he happens to be here, so, you know.
Right, but okay, just so I happen to be on the road over there.
It doesn't matter. In this particular case, he's here while I'm here, right? He's here, and he refused to speak to me.
You want to
Actually, he was willing to speak to me, but she put him off.
Well, then why don't you send a complaint in about me and her?
Yeah, I don't have to do anything that I don't want to do, right? The first thing is, I would need to, first of all, find out how long it's going to take for somebody to get back to me. Nobody has told me that today.
Call us, so we will be back in. I'll tell you when we'll be back in, and you can expect a reasonable.
Yeah, like, I don't want to you have to understand, I reported in September.
Back.
For 4 or 5 months, they never even got back to me.
April 14th.
April 14th? Okay, I'll call you back April 14th. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Huh? What's that? What's that? Yeah, I don't have to go to complaint. Before that, I would be going to a sergeant and elsewhere. Okay? So are you telling me by that you guys are going to do nothing about what I just reported? Is that why you're telling me to go straight to the complaint process? Why would I need it at this stage when you guys are first of all, right? Why would at this point would I need it when you guys are supposed to investigate first? Right? Why would I get trespassing? Why would I get trespassing for reporting something? Right? No, but why are you saying, what I need to know is why would you automatically be giving me the complaint process? Okay, so give me your little pamphlet. Give me, yes, so give me your pamphlet. Why can't you said that so why would you give me a French-speaking pamphlet? So now you don't want to give me the pamphlet, right?
It's right there.
Right? You're abusive.
It is right there.
You're abusive. Right? Stop abusing me. I've been through enough.
Okay. Yeah.
So by you giving me this is telling me that you guys don't really want to investigate this, right?
We're not talking.
You're not investigating anything is what you're telling me. Just go straight to the process where Carl Lane will boot it out, right?